Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. We're going to be trying something new here. I hope you guys join us here. I know it's weird that I'm introing it for once, eh, Meaty?
It's very awkward to me. I'm feeling awkward right now.
Do I have to be quiet?
It's only 10,000 videos with my intros.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to be trying something, just because sometimes we yammer on in maps that are a little slow, and we share our opinions and stuff. And we thought, on purpose, we're gonna do a gaming podcast with you guys, and we have some topics we've chosen we're gonna talk about, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll try and put an index of the topics down below, so if there's things that you're not interested in, then by all means. But keep in mind, we're playing this game live while we're trying to talk about things, so it might get a little crazy. We might lose our train of thought, but bear with us. So anyway,
in a situation like this, we're playing a game. We're going to talk about some topics.
Yeah.
Am I the voice of reason in this, or are you?
Well, yeah. So I've researched this, and I wanted to keep Meaty kind of somewhat in the dark on these things, just so that he has a fresh perspective and not a rehearsed one. It's not that I rehearsed anything. It's just as I'm researching these things, your mind goes already to like, oh, I've got this opinion or that opinion. But anyway,
yeah, I think that's better.
Yeah,
I think it's better. And in the background, we're actually on the Rust and Dome map, which is epic.
Oh, yeah. I'll try and remember to put the links. So if you guys have never seen this, if you want to play these maps, I'll put the links in there too. But not the primary purpose of the this video. But anyway, if I miss it, just let me know in the comments, because I do read them. And by the way, if you want more, oh yeah, I forgot there's targets in this.
Troll faces.
Yeah. If you want more of these and you really like this, please. What is that? Oh, it's a death machine. I'm like, what the heck? Please hit the like button, leave a comment. I read every single comment. You'll see me.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
I sit in bed at night and do that. But anyway, and I'll respond to as many of them as possible. But your support is going to determine whether or not we do more of these. So kind of muy importante.
True.
Anyway, first topic: Modern Warfare 2, big one right around the corner. I think Meaty, you and I discussed we're definitely going to play Spec Ops, right?
Yeah, Spec Ops.
Well, because it's kind of like they're going back to the days of the original Modern Warfare 2, which I loved Spec Ops, man. That was pre-zombies, or it was right after zombies.
It was really fun because it was also unique, right? It was different.
Yeah. Apparently, we don't know much about it. I don't think they've showcased any of it, but it's going to have advanced AI. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be smarter. So I guess we're going to find out, or get our butts whooped and everything. But right. I have something huge about Modern Warfare 2.
Do you? Do you really? That's the question.
That's not what she said, ever.
Okay.
Hey,
Roger.
Can I grab this? Is this... Dude, I just got an MG34. Is it temp, or is this...
Where?
It was a weapon. Well, I grabbed it already. It was a weapon drop.
Oh, nice. You're beasting.
Anyway, I just read it before we started doing this, and it's huge, Meaty. I mean, this is something you and I have talked about with the Call of Duty franchise in particular, that I at least wish that they would do, and I always thought it would be a good idea, and other games do it, but yeah. I'm going to mention it later on. I'm going to hold that little nugget of information and cause you guys to suffer a little bit. But let's just start off with a little background information on the recent... Oh my god, there's a juggernaut in here, dude! Yeah, see, this is what happens when we're trying to... Okay, hold on. I'm so glad I have... Oh my god, he is not dying, dude.
You got that MG, though, dude. You should
that reloads for 3,000 hours. Oh my god, he's right on me. No! Hold on, people. So... Modern Warfare 2019, I did a short of this just recently. It might have actually just been today. You know how like every year, like people say, oh, COD's dead, or it's not the same. And granted, we played it for so long, you get sometimes tired of it, and you move on, right?
Yeah,
like you're like,
right.
It's changed too much, and you and I talk about that. And you move on. But when people say things like, oh, it's dead and everything, and, granted, for a few of them, like Infinite Warfare, I think Advanced Warfare, they did terrible in sales, right? Like, I think it was 14 million, half of what... Dude, this guy is still alive and still on me. Oh, thanks. Did you just get him?
I shot him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
You put
power
2
action.
bullets in him. 2 bullets.
That's what I do.
So 2019 though was a complete flip around for the COD series. As much as it was going down, COD 2019 as it stands right now. Or are we supposed to shoot these things?
Shoot what? It says
it is now the all-time best-selling COD in the entire franchise, and that was kind of surprising.
It is surprising.
It is. I thought it's been out for so long that numbers were going down. I thought, well, maybe they are dwindling. Maybe people are getting tired. But whatever they did for that, maybe it was nostalgia. I don't know, but it worked, and they ended up selling like hotcakes. And I know some people will say, oh, it might have been Warzone, because Warzone is massively popular. They have like 100 million players or something crazy like that worldwide.
Yeah.
But if you, oh no, another dude. But if you go on Google Trends, you'd see that in actuality, the popularity of Modern Warfare 2019 happened before Warzone dropped. So it didn't. It fed off it a little bit for sure, but there's another one here, dude. Did you open it down there?
Yeah, there's nowhere to go down here though.
Well, there's nowhere to go.
You're better off staying away from me.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh, come on. Dude, how long does it take to reload? Is there a box somewhere?
Yeah, all the way over the other way, because we went into the dome side, not the west side.
Oh my god, dude. Anyway, so the sales numbers continued. Cold War, I think, sold another 30 million, but then Vanguard, so far, we don't have like official numbers. It's not expected to have done as well. So, dude, should we go somewhere? Like, is there something? Oh no! Fire guy.
No, that was the dude that dropped in from the top.
I know. That the Panzer.
We need some perks.
Yes, we do. All right, let's keep one so we can do a little exploration, dude.
Roger.
Dude,
that.
I've got no ammo now. Oh. So again, Vanguard not supposed to have sold as many. Dude, there's like 2 bosses in here. I don't know what's going on here.
You luckily have an MG.
Where are you?
I took off running toward this other side where the box was.
What? How did you do that?
Just where we spawned. You go straight through that way.
Oh no. Okay, I might go down here because there's Anyways, so now that I can talk, I'm gonna get max ammo for you.
Roger
so
that.
Vanguard didn't do as well.
Yeah.
I'm guessing based on what's happening, what happened with Modern Warfare 2019, and the hype that it generated, and how much people actually like it, and they still play it over current ones. At least the multiplayer, people are the fans of it. And this tidbit of information, which I will get to, I truly believe, dude, that Modern Warfare 2 is going to exceed the 2019 Modern Warfare and possibly be the best selling for a few years to come for like a really good reason.
Right.
Already Modern Warfare 2 is the best selling game on Steam. Just pre-orders. We're just on pre-orders, and they're already selling 1 million. I know you got to concentrate. Yeah, so they're top of Steam. For the first time in a long time, they've brought Call of Duty back to Steam, which, as you know, it probably was off for a while. Couldn't get it there. You had to go to, what was it? What was Activision's thing? I can't remember what that was. I don't know. Wherever it is that you bought, Battle Pass or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, they brought it back to Steam and all that stuff. The beta just went by, so on the weekend. They gave some feedback, and I'm going to go over that as well on the fixes and stuff, but it looks like it's going to be huge, dude. And then Warzone 2, oh, I'm back. Good. I can't wait to go down. Okay, how did you get back here, though, dude?
I just ran right through there. Dude, and open this up.
What is this? Kilo. Okay. All right. I don't know. We haven't played multiplayer in a long time, you and I.
Right.
Like we bought the Call of Duties. we play them because mainly for zombies and that sort of stuff there. But when you don't, I just find personally when you don't play multiplayer on COD
Yeah.
that often, if it's not your primary game, you get rusty real fast.
Well, yeah, you'll lose a step for sure, right?
Yeah. And so I don't know, but honestly, I may, based on again this little information, I may give it a go. I know I'm gonna struggle. The struggle bus is gonna be real, but I may give the multiplayer a try again. I'm not saying for sure. I'm saying possibly. Oh, this is where you came up. I thought we had to hop down from over there though.
No, where we spawn, you go one way to Dome, you go the other way to Rust.
Ah.
Here, open this up.
Where?
Boop.
There we go. Have you got power on yet?
No.
Okay. Are we still shooting those little things?
If I can find them, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Woo! So I think Warzone 2, with the introduction, the previous hype of the Modern Warfare 2019, and then this hype, and then Warzone 2 releasing with it as well, that alone probably will make it, you know, a bestseller, if not the bestseller again, just on that. But you know, I'm curious. So here's some feedback, and here's some stuff that new information and new features of multiplayer. So I want to know your thoughts on this, Meaty.
Roger that.
So after the beta, there's a few things that they changed. The gunsmith, which is the I guess the in-game app or whatever, where you go in and you change the characteristics of your gun. So you're gonna change the attachments, put on a red dot, put on. Oh, damn it! Oh,
What happened?
there's a juggernaut shooting me! Ow! What the deuce, dude? Oh my god! Is this a new round?
Yeah,
Oh man,
round 10.
no, we need to.
Well,
do
it
some
ended
circle.
when I killed that other dude.
No, don't kill him. Save one dude.
No, the Juggernog.
Oh, that is the Juggernog right there. Okay, so what they've done in the past, so in Modern Warfare, the way that it worked was when you unlocked certain attachments in a weapon class, say an LMG, or like you unlocked a red dot for SMG, you would unlock that red dot for all SMGs. Right. So unlike previous CODs, which, you know, I actually don't mind that. I don't know how you feel about that. It's less grindy. You know, like you don't have to grind for every single weapon. You know, like you would unlock that for one weapon, and then you'd have to unlock it and go and play the next one, unlock all that basic stuff. Where in 2019 they made it so that, and maybe it was before that. I don't know. You guys could comment below on that when it was first introduced. But what they've done in Modern Warfare 2 now, to expand upon that, is they basically made it so that when you unlock certain attachments, regardless as to the class, it opens it up for every single weapon across them, whether it's LMG.
Oh.
So if you unlock a red dot in an SMG, you've got that red dot for LMGs, shotguns, everything.
Right.
I think that's actually pretty good. You know what I mean? It takes away the grind. You're still grinding, but you're not like, that's not what you're just focusing on. But I don't know. Do you feel like that is good, bad, or is the grind part of Call of Duty?
Well, that's
dude,
that's the thing, though, right? Is like
some people like the grind.
Some people like the grind.
I don't know.
For me, if you don't play it every day, all day, then no, you don't. You want it. You don't want that grind there, right?
Yeah, no, like casual. Maybe back in the day when that's all we played, like pre-YAW. Then maybe, because the grind was just part of it and it gave you something to do. But, you know, for the average casual gamer, that grind is just painful sometimes, man.
Right.
How much points do you have?
I've
been too busy yammering on. I haven't purchased anything and I've got points somehow.
Well, I've been opening every door, running for my life. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, look at you. You got way more
expensive.
points. Run for your life, Charlie Brown.
Very expensive opening doors, but I'm getting everything open, friend.
That's right. Oh, dude, that guy. At least he's not shooting at you. It was the guy who was shooting at you.
I got him before I came into this area.
Oh, man. Now, I'm not saying you need to open everything again, but if you can get to the power, I'll open some crap if you can see power, because I got points, dude.
Yeah, I haven't found power, but I haven't been able to look, really.
Anyway, so I like I like that aspect. I like the fact that they kind of took a little of the focus off the grinding parts.
Right.
Another interesting thing, you know how traditionally when you're playing multiplayer, and then whenever the enemy is shooting, if they didn't have a silencer on their weapon, they would appear as an orange or red dot on the map, so you could kind of know where they're shooting.
Yeah.
That they've eliminated. So, and I think it's only for Modern Warfare 2. Some people like it, some people don't, but the way that they explain it is, listen, we don't want to punish people for firing their weapons by giving everyone and letting everyone know where they are. Okay, so that's what it was. I was going down there. I was like, how did you get up here? But anyway, they don't want to punish people for firing their weapons. They're like, listen, there'll still be audio cues. You can still see where your teammates die. So it kind of gives you you'll see a visual indication of the rough direction they came from or where they might be. Right. And then audio, you can hear they've got more pronounced footsteps. I don't know how I actually don't mind that. Yeah. I don't think that's a terrible thing. I normally used to do the same thing. Like, you always look at your mini map, right? You're like, oh, there's the dots. That's where I'm going. Where this requires you to focus more on your screen and your audio cues. You know, you need to listen to where gunshots are coming from. You need to see where your teammates are dying. I don't know.
Well, in the past, it was a long time ago, but that was the thing, was looking at the mini map. If somebody shot, you saw where they shot, right?
Yeah.
And that was, look, it's a matter of that nostalgia.
Yeah.
The old school versus new school adapting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that one way is better or worse.
It's just different. And maybe you're not used to it. And that's usually what irks people, right? Like, oh, I don't like that. I'm like, well, you're not used to it, but who knows? Maybe it'll be better. So you still will get the red dots, but only when you get UAVs. So you call it a UAV, then you get red dots.
So, yeah, that was in the past. They did that. You launched your UAV, and then as it scanned, it would, even if they weren't shooting, you were seeing where everyone was.
Exactly. And so that still happens, but the only difference is you can't see them when they fire it, but you will hear their gunshots. Yeah. And it's more in tune so that you can kind of quasi figure out where those gunshots are coming from.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of a trade up. And on top of that, they do have dead silence, right? But the way I think they balance it, some people don't like it. They've taken it away from a perk, and they made it a field upgrade, which is, so it's a temporary thing. Once you like you've killed enough or enough time's gone by, you get that, you can activate it. Yeah. And so you activate it and you get it temporarily, but it also impairs your visuals a little bit. And they said, people are like, well, I want it as a perk so you could have it continuously running. But I'm like, well, I kind of see why they don't want to do that, because if you don't have any red dots on the screen, and then you add friggin' dead silence, which is one of your only cues to know where the enemy is, like, that would kind of make it OP, I think, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Like, with dead silence.
Yeah. Look, that's the tough part when you start changing these things up, is the balance of it, right?
Exactly.
I mean, there was a time when they had that. Remember the heartbeat sensor, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know.
And everyone's like, "Oh my god, the heartbeat!" It's like,
it might be in it,
dude. If you're staring at the heartbeat sensor,
you're not
looking at your screen.
Yeah, so exactly.
I never ever used that thing. You know, I didn't think that it was.
No, I didn't use it either.
Yeah, I didn't use it. Didn't bother with it.
I don't know why you would. Like, what the advantage of it was, and I agree with you as well. Oh, was there one on top of that post? The right top. Look, yeah.
Hey, we got 4. I'm just looking for perks.
Yeah.
Figuring out where the perkies are.
You got those. I have nothing.
Apparently, I could have been buying perks. There's no power needed to turn on the perks, so I walked up to a perk and bought it. And so I've spent thousands, tens of thousands.
Where is power? Oh, is that snails? That's one of your favorite, dude, right there.
I like the snails.
That is one of the best, for sure. So yeah, they've got that big changes, the UAV, like the dead silence. Again, people aren't happy, but you got to understand it's about balance. With the way that they're setting it up, it has to be. I think speed's in there, dude. Maybe.
Rebuildable barrier.
Oh, it's not. Okay. I thought it was in there for some reason. I was wrong. Oh, is that a P90, dude?
Yeah, I was using that.
Nice. So they made some changes to footsteps. Apparently they were way too loud because, again, getting rid of the dots on the mini map that are continuously there when you fire. they needed some audio cues, but apparently they were like too loud and stuff. Can you see in there?
I like footsteps. That was
Yeah.
another way of, if you had a decent headset, that you could hear if you couldn't see.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing too, you and I did you even play Warzone? Did you play Warzone?
You and I
ever?
played a little bit together,
A
but that
little
was
bit,
the
not too
first
much.
version of it.
Yeah. Apparently there, again, like any of those free to play games, as soon as you do anything free to play, you're inviting. Is that double tap behind you there? Nope, on the other
No.
side. The other side, not there, not Zomshell. To your
Over
right.
there?
Oh no, there's. Sorry,
Stamina.
I saw orange. I saw orange. I thought that was it. That you invite cheaters. You know what I mean? Because there's no consequence. Oh shoot, dude. So you cheat, you get banned. Who cares? It didn't cost you any money, right? Where are you?
I'm here, friend. I'm here.
I'm gonna try and go and get Jug because I'm getting absolutely
You
pummeled.
saw that where that was, right?
Yeah. I'm heading there now. You didn't find doubles yet?
Doubles? No, we need doubles to knock these bosses down.
Yeah, I hear that.
But I didn't have enough money to open any doors.
I thought I knew where Jug was. Please tell me I'm going in the right direction here. No, how do I get there? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I have it open over there.
Got you.
Okay, Juggernaut just spawned on me.
Oh, that means one's gonna come in here soon. Come on.
Well, the good thing about all the stuff that you're talking about is that it's getting people like involved again, right? It's not just people like us that may have kind of written off the series, other than zombies and maybe Warzone and possibly Spec Ops when they do release that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard. It's hard for us because it's not our primary game, and like I mentioned, when you don't play it enough, maybe at our age, you lose your edge. And with so many of you guys running around all G fueled up, you guys are like spazzes. Like we just get owned, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, my Twitch reflexes aren't the same anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard, and because it's a new game every year, you don't have really time. Like this, we played, World at War Zombies. We played that for many years. You get very proficient at it. I mean, you'd think I would, but I go down all the time. And then Black Ops 3, we play these zombies all the time, so we're used to the feeling. We know how it moves, and we're very comfortable and familiar with it. It makes it easier. But when you release a new Call of Duty every single year with new dynamics, new this, new that, you got to put in time. You got to put in some time and effort to get at the top. And you and I are both very sort of competitive gamers. We don't like being at the bottom. We don't like being there. Like, it happens, but we strive to be near the top. We don't have to be the best, but we strive to be at the top.
Part of the fun is the challenge of trying to win.
Oh, no!
That's part of the challenge.
Yeah.
And even if you don't, you still want to try.
Yeah, exactly. But I see the frustration of oh shoot, dude. Please say this opens. Oh, good. Okay. The frustration of people, that are less skilled. I'm not saying that we're highly skilled, but I mean, give us enough time to play on it and we'd be fine. But it's frustrating when you go into lobbies and everyone's just annihilating you. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, dude, I can't. Oh my god, this guy's gonna absolutely kill me. Well, I'm opening up stuff for you.
Good. Let me know if you see speed or doubles.
I see Widow's Wine. Does that count? Dude,
I've seen Widow's Wine. I've seen Mule is over there too somewhere.
I don't know what weapon this is, but I'm gonna get it because I need to kill Captain Phantasmo here. So this brings me kind of to what I really wanted to bring up. And honestly, I was like, wow, that, when I first read it, I was like, ugh, why did they do this? So I don't know if you know or if you recall. You probably did know at one point, but just don't pay attention to it because we don't really play it. But Modern Warfare, the 2019 one, was the first Call of Duty in many, many years to eliminate paid DLC. Right, so you bought the game, yeah. So, well, exactly, and that's a big thing, and maybe that helped contribute to the fact that it was really like the best selling, right? They're like, oh, okay, so the full season, all DLC content. Yes, this is a dead end. Please say I have enough money. Perfect. You know, you get everyone, no matter who you were, you bought the game, you would have access to all DLC, which I thought, man, that is a brilliant move. You know what I mean?
Because
really,
if you
really
don't, it's hard to get lobbies.
Matchmaking terrible, and then you know everyone else is getting these other meta weapons and stuff that are arguably OP when the DLC first releases. It's just what they do for business. I know that's speculation, but I think it's kind of widely accepted they do that. But anyway, when it's free, it eliminates a lot of problems. Everyone gets access, everyone's more happy, and the weapons. There's no more point to the devs making any of the DLC weapons a little over OP to entice people to get the DLC because everyone has it. So it's more about balance, introduce new content, balance the weapons. So I read an article just like today before we started that basically said, oh, hey, you got Mule Kick? Mule's over here.
I don't have it, no.
Oh, okay. Did you find doubles?
Nope.
No speed?
Nope.
Okay, well, I have 2,500. I'll keep this guy busy if you want to go and look around.
I want to try and get to that box. It looks like it's in the rocks over there.
Over there? Okay, let's try and do that. So I read an article, and the article said, premium DLC coming to Modern Warfare 2. And obviously when you hear premium, you know there's a price tag attached to it. And I'm like, oh man, like why did you guys do that when I thought you guys got it so right, and I think that's a contributing factor to your success, the free DLC. Like, why would you go back? Why would you also go back to something that potentially contributed to your success? It didn't make sense to me, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like why would you do that? And then I read more in the article, and I read the tweets from, I can't remember who it was, but from Infinity Ward. Where did I go? Did I go past the box too?
I found double tap and speed and the box.
Okay. I'll just try and head for you. So I read the tweets, and my take of this, if my understanding of this is correct, that premium DLC is above and beyond the regular DLC that they're offering, but will actually be offered. I don't know when they didn't say when it's going to be offered. Oh, I was coming the wrong way, eh? Is it this way?
Yeah, there's that way and another way over there, but they're both open now.
So, long story long, the premium DLC is not the normal DLC, but is in fact a huge premium expansion of the game that will happen in 2023 in place of any new Call of Duty for that year. There will be no new Call of Duty for 2023 next year. And the next one will be Treyarch's in 2024. So Modern Warfare 2 will be the only COD for the next 2 years. Expanding upon it constantly for 2 years rather than it being an annual release. It's the first time they've ever done this, other than the Call of Duty, the very first one in the 2-year gap, but it's not the same. But you know what I mean? No new COD next year. They're simply going to expand on... Oh, what the... Ah! Expand. They're gonna simply expand on the existing one. They're gonna give it 2 years of support, dude. The premium.
And is this a first for that?
It's the very first time they've ever done that in the history of this franchise, dude. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is why I'm thinking possibly I might give the multiplayer a chance, because it's not just going to disappear. It's not like I'm going to finally get used to it and then on to the next COD and that was just a big waste, right? We have time to play it, to get used to it, to get familiar with it. It's going to be big. They're going to offer continuous things, and this is directly from the devs. And the reason being is that there's I guess, I don't know if it was because of this, but that's what they said. There's a delay in Treyarch's release of their next game, and no other studio is making one.
Good day, fleshy man.
I think this is an amazing opportunity. You and I have talked about this before. You know, like you look at games like, well, I hate comparing because it's super old, but Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six. They don't do.
Where are you at right now? You need to come over to the middle of Rust.
Speed. I'm coming over.
Hurry up. There's a gun here. It's blinking.
No, it's gone. I'm not close enough. Just grab it if you have to.
No, I don't want it. It's packed.
Oh, yeah, it's too late for me. I'm heading there, but is it gone?
Yep, just disappeared.
Perfect.
There's an airdrop. There was an airdrop.
Oh, I got you. But you know what I mean, though? Dude, you look at games like Counter-Strike that are, or even Battlefield. Battlefield's not an annual. They continually support that game until it's, by the end of its lifetime, all the, errors and issues are all rolled out, and it's a really fun game. If, we're talking Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, that sort of stuff, near the end of the cycle, it gives them time to really improve upon the game and get players to really enjoy it. And it's the first time we're ever going to see a COD go through that life cycle.
That's okay. So for me, that's really interesting on two fronts. Like you said, one, you kind of want to dedicate time to it then, because it's going to be around, right?
Yeah.
It's like the
exactly.
iPhone 13 now already within a year, iPhone 14. It's okay. Do I just wait another year because another new one's coming out? Was there enough changes? Is it the same old thing? It's the exact same idea. Look, Battlefield, even though Battlefield has fallen off for us because of the games, but you talk about that recipe that they were doing.
Exactly.
They could do a game, and 3 years later, you're still playing Battlefield 3. You're still playing Battlefield 4. 3 years, right?
Well, and in Rainbow Six, CS:GO.
Rainbow Six, 5 years. CS:GO, 50 years. It's just going and going.
Yeah. They don't need new games every year. The fans love it, and they continuously play it because it's continuously supported.
Well, okay, I mean? So you said this is a premium thing, right?
Yeah, they call it a premium DLC.
So you pay for that, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna get their money.
They're still going to make some, but as long as it's not the full price, I'm okay with that. And as long as that premium DLC is truly premium, like we see some, I don't know how it would have to be like almost double the maps. You know what I mean? Like put in a whole bunch of new maps, whatever it is. I don't know what it is.
Well, if it's going to last 2 seasons,
yes,
you would have to, right?
I'm very interested, even if we don't necessarily get into it. I'm very interested to see what happens with this, because this could set a new precedent for Call of Duty. Maybe they start changing their cycle. I mean, look at what Warzone has done for them. They don't update that. I mean, they have their seasons and everything like that, but it's essentially the same thing over and over again, and people love that. 100 million people love that, and the other, PUBG and all that other stuff. They love that stuff. You don't always have to completely reinvent the wheel, and maybe they thought it was helping, but maybe it's been hurting their franchise. Maybe that's why they lose respect. People get bored and they drop off because they don't want to have to constantly relearn things based on this dramatically changed, game.
No, that's true. It's a, I can appreciate them taking the chance at changing it up, right?
Yeah.
Because that's always part of it too. Having the guts to actually try something different.
Yeah, and sure, they said that it was, keep shooting those things. We got a lot to find. I'm trying to look for them as well, by the way.
You haven't found any.
Shut up. I found that one that you missed, and I told you to shoot it, so that's mine. But I was dead, so.
You were dead.
I was dead.
You were a viewer looking at my screen of me not looking at anything.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys feel about that in the comments. I do want to read that. Like I said, I'm going to be reading every single one of them. Even if there's 1,000, it might take me a long time. But I want to know how you guys feel about them doing that. Like, do you think that's a good thing? I personally think it's a good thing. I'm curious to see what they can do. They've got to support it, though. Like, that's a heavy burden based on what they've done, though, for over a decade, dude.
They've got to deliver.
It's gonna. I don't, and they're not used to it. They've never done anything where they had to deliver. They've done DLCs before, paid DLCs. They do the free stuff. But they've never done something where they have to keep the momentum of one game for 2 years. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as a publicly traded company, they will not, well, now under Microsoft or soon to be, they can't risk having people lose interest. They have shareholders to report to. You know what I mean? They have to get it. They have to get it done. So this DLC, whether it's 1 or 2 or multiple or however many they do, it has to be beyond regular DLC. I don't know what they're gonna offer though. Like I'm trying to struggle what they're gonna do.
Okay, so think of it this way: a lot of times when Call of Duty releases, you'll hear a lot of people, "Oh, this is just a reskin version of something else."
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it may be true, but if that particular version of the game you really like, then who cares if it's reskinned? It's like the next year has been kind of like a DLC.
That
a lot
is
of
a
games
very
are like that.
good point. And you know what? To be honest with you, that was actually one of my thoughts when I was looking into this.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Back in the day, I would have killed to have extended Modern Warfare 2.
Having Modern Warfare 3.
Or, the ones that I just really, 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 really liked. And it was like, oh, man, we're on to the next one. And when that happens, it traditionally kills the lobby, kills the game. People move on. The vast majority of the Call of Duty community moves on to the newest one because it is the newest thing, and everyone wants to try the newest thing. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not saying the new one is terrible, but I love this version. Like, and I just hated seeing it go away. And if Modern Warfare 2, this revamped version, is really good, you know what I mean? It's the first time that gamers, Call of Duty fans, are going to be able to enjoy it for 2 solid years without having to struggle to find lobbies or any of that stuff. And I think that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah, my example where I've heard it, it's not directly proportional because of multiplayer, but there's been some games like that have done that. You play it and they're like, oh, this is just, like Far Cry. Oh, this is just reskinned. Yeah. Like, well, Far Cry it's a game, let's just like Call of Duty. It's a game that is very similar all the time. It's a shooter, right?
Yeah.
So if it is reskinned, right? And that's a loose term.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, it's just the same
repackaged.
thing.
Yeah, I know. That's subjective, right? But
yeah. So I'm like, well, okay, I really like the previous version. So if you consider this extended DLC for the last game, then it's just great, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, perfect. I love the last one. Expand it up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. But here's the other thing. Oh, dang it, they're coming up here. If it's not good, if people have a problem with it, well, they're stuck with it for 2 years. So that's
if it's not good, though, what DICE did with one of their things was they kept working on it. For years.
Yeah, exactly.
For years they worked on it, and it's
drop
like
over here.
Battlefield 3 or 4. Once they it took them like 3 years to get the server stuff right.
Yeah. Can I get a pack? Oh no,
there's nothing there. Right there, get that.
Hey, that was just a laugh. It didn't do anything.
It didn't.
Here,
hit that box.
I still want a double.
Hit that box, man. It's free.
Odin. Oh, that's slow. That's a terrible weapon. Well, it's not free. It's $10. Make it holla.
$10 anyway, is free.
But you see why I said it was kind of big news? Like, I wasn't trying to overhype it, but I think that's a fairly significant change, possible improvement. You know what I mean?
It's never been
done in Call of Duty history.
It's very interesting, but all these things are very dependent on what they do. If you deliver a solid base game, right?
Yeah.
Something that they can work on and improve on, then I think we're good. I think it might be too, though, because if you think about this, if it wasn't good, right? If they thought, oh, it's just this one's okay, maybe it'll work. I don't think oh my god, I don't think Activision. Wow, there's so many of these guys, dude. There's a few.
Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness, dude. What is happening here? There's no way that Activision / Microsoft or whoever's in the command chair right now, would roll the dice and say, well, we hope this one's good enough to keep the business going. They have to be pretty confident. They have to be pretty confident in Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 to basically hold those reins for 2 years when it's never been done.
Right.
So to me, I'm like, man, if they have confidence in that, maybe they know something we don't. Maybe it is friggin' fantastic. Maybe it's going to be the best COD that has been out there. Despite, you know, people playing they always crap on the multiplayer. Like, well, I don't know. But you know what I mean? It makes me curious to know about whether or not I should start investing some time and maybe try it out. I don't know. I mean, we can take a look at it. We're definitely going to play Spec Ops, but beyond that, I don't know, dude. You know, this map is exhausting. Maybe we could switch it up a little.
Are you exhausted?
Well, dude, there's so many bosses. It's so hard to talk.
You don't have 3 pack-a-punch guns?
No, I don't have that. I have one, and I packed the wrong one.
Oh. Yeah, it's very interesting, but to me, it's going to be up in the air until we see what's happening, right?
Yeah, I know. We don't know what Spec Ops looks like. I haven't played multiplayer. I know the engine's new. I heard mixed reviews. Some people saying that it's faster and more responsive and feels quicker. Others are saying, no, it feels a bit slower. So I'm like, it's so subjective. It's very, very difficult. What is that?
Yeah,
is that pack? Oh, dude, let me in. Let me in.
I'm sniping these fools.
Dude, you are a beast.
There's a pack in Rust, too, but it's kind of in a corner.
Oh, no.
That guy spawned inside there. He really likes you.
He's dead. He's dead.
Ooh, you're packing.
I had so much power. Very powerful.
Nice. All right, so is that our topic for Modern Warfare? We'll leave it.
I think so. That's a lot.
Leave it in the hands of you guys. Discussion down below. What do you think? I mean, look, I know it's the easy thing for me to say is, well, we have to wait and see. What I'm hoping for is, like I said, a good solid base game, right?
Yeah.
And if
they can build on,
they can build on it. They can always improve it. As they're gonna have, because they're gonna have that extra time.
Yeah.
They're gonna be able to have one team working on the maps, the new maps, and have one team working on fixing this base, whatever this base game is. Because if people are saying, look, this isn't working, or if on PlayStation and PC, if maybe the servers aren't working, that's stuff they'll be working on constantly the whole time, because they're like,
way more effort. Oh, what was that? You?
I guess that was me. Apparently I'm explosive. Look at Oh, it didn't work that time. Oh, it did. There's your friend. There's your friend right there.
Anyway, we're interested in your thoughts. I want to read them though, because I'm kind of hyped up, but maybe I'm getting too excited. Maybe some of you have a different opinion. I don't know. Let us know.
All right, you guys, welcome back to segment 2 of our podcast. The first part was super awkward for me, you introing it, so I thought I'd do my own little my own little intro here.
You are not doing it this time.
You know, if this thing actually is people like and is popular, I've already, after that first segment, I've already thought of some good names for it, like Guns is Down Again, or Player Down, Zombie Eats Guns for Hire. You know, there's some really good options for titles of this
such a jerk. Dude, it's hard. I can't multitask. I go down normally in these games, let alone
Look, if you guys, Guns is way better a multiplayer player than me. He always has been, but he has a downfall where I'm actually way better than him at. And what that is when you're playing, right? I can go, all right, dude, we got 2 guys to the left, come side, watch a cut, you're coming right side. You know, my communication skills there, where you're so focused, but way better of a multiplayer player than me.
I get tunnel vision, but that's not good for competitive though, dude. Like,
it's not.
Communication's very important.
Communication is key.
But I mean, you know who I originally started playing with, so you can understand why communication was irrelevant.
Yeah, it was like no one's talking.
He was just gonna do whatever he wanted. So what was the point of saying?
Hopefully survive. All right, I'm excited. You know what I'm excited about this whole podcast type of idea is, and by the way, you guys, Guns came up with all this. So any credit?
Well, we talked about it. We talked about it.
Yeah,
before,
but the style, right? I like the segments, right? So we did a segment on a map. We're obviously on Terminal now. This is a You Always Win map from Modern Warfare 2 terminal. So what are we talking about in this section?
Well, before we even get into it, and this one wasn't one of the topics that I planned on sort of bringing up, but I don't know why I saw this, or I saw a video. I can't remember who it was. If I said his name, you probably in the gaming world, you guys would know him. He's really big. He's got like 10 million subscribers, but like media, I don't watch a lot of other YouTubers. We just make videos. We don't really watch them. Right. But anyway, apparently, and this is, maybe you're aware of this because you do this, but I looked at it. There's so much drama on Twitch. It's nonstop, dude. I see articles, I hear even YouTube videos talking about this, and even in our Discord, people are like constantly talking about drama in Twitch. Oh, did you hear this or you see that? I'm like, why is there always constant crap going on there? Like more so than YouTube. Maybe you're oblivious to it because you stay away from that kind of crap. Like you don't usually get involved with it.
I do, but it's odd to hear since I've been streaming for 7 years. But yeah, I go totally against the grain. I'm not looking to collaborate with people. I don't look to like all the fancy. Yeah, I just do my thing and enjoy it, and it's fine. It's fine for me, you know.
Yeah. So, and you know what I also found, and maybe this is unfair. I'm gonna open this. Is I find their oh, dude, we got birds. Yep. Dude, that was my bird.
Bird is a word.
I find that Twitch bans the living snot out of people. I thought YouTube was bad. Oh my god, Twitch is constantly banning people. I don't know if you guys can confirm this. If you guys are big Twitch people, usually more in the know than me and myself, but just from seeing that and hearing that, and you know, when I'm looking at the articles and stuff like that, I just constantly, this person banned for this person banned for this. There was a person, and you guys for sure will know this story. I don't know what their name is. It doesn't really matter. But this female live streamed herself having sex.
What?
And only got a 7-day ban, where a dude was joking around with one of his viewers. Like, I guess he knew him and everything. He's like, when I see you at TwitchCon, I'm gonna punch you in the face or something. And he got a 30-day ban.
Really?
I'm like, how does that happen? But people are getting banned for all sorts of crazy reasons.
But like real sex? That's how I'm focused on that now.
Apparently, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm
sure there's plenty of other websites for that kind of stuff. This is gaming. Like, come on.
Geez. Well, look at all the, and I know maybe some of you guys like it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Woink. But the hot tub girls, you know, all that stuff. I'm like, I thought Twitch was like a gaming live stream platform. You know, and they've got the outdoor, they've got gambling, and recently, I guess they made certain types of gambling illegal as well, and people are losing their crap because there's some of those big Twitch streamers that only do like gambling and stuff, and apparently they had millions in sponsorship from these major casinos, which has come to an end like instantly, just done. And so they're losing their crap. But it's not so much that, but I just find, you know, I used to be worried about YouTube all the time, but really, if you just follow the rules on YouTube, I mean, we've been here for over 10 years on You Always Win. You know, we've been on here for longer than that, 12 probably plus years, 10,000 videos. We're still here. You know what I mean? You follow the rules, you don't get banned, you don't disappear. It's not that hard. At least I don't think it is.
I guess what I'm going to say might be a little controversial, but the way I look at this, and you see this, like, okay, look, you got someone you want to watch because they're either a good gamer or they have a good personality. You like to hear them, babble and bump their gums while they're playing video games. That's how this stuff all started, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got people that see that there's money to be made, and their ability is to show their naked body, or appeal to the younger generation of males.
And but there's, like you said, there's websites for that. Like, what are you doing? There is,
but it's like, okay, I'm a gamer and I'm wearing a tank top with side boob, you know. And my webcam is 75% of the screen in the game is 25% of the screen. I mean, look, let's be honest.
There's
we're
minimal effort, man.
We're
like,
not
you don't have to have talent.
stupid. We know what's going on here. And those people are very successful.
Oh, yeah.
But why? Why are they successful? And is that okay? I don't know. I'm not the one to say whether that's okay or not okay.
All the viewers, they're the ones who decide that, I guess, right? At the end of the day. But and I guess with their success, I guess most of you, if you watch it, you don't really care. You're like, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see, look at thumbnails and stuff these days, right? So you look at thumbnails.
Like the camping ones, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, your wife, girlfriend, you're just going to put her in a bikini, and there's like a I mean, I've clicked on some of those videos. I mean,
I was interested in the camping gear.
Yeah, I click on it for the articles. So, you know, maybe it's someone I watch, right?
Yeah,
and they just happen to have a thumbnail like that.
Yeah,
and then it's like, what am I'm gonna speak for myself. What am I expecting? Maybe a lot of beach scenes, maybe hot tub scene, something like that. And what do I get? That thumbnail was like a 3-second clip within a 30-minute video.
Yeah.
And to me, that's
and sometimes it's really boring content. You're just
false advertising, man.
Yeah.
I'm here to see
Weaves
something.
Is on this side here, dude.
What is it? Oh, Weaves. Hello.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up because, I mean, for the longest time, being on YouTube for as long as we have, and seeing, you know, we've had copyright strikes before, which now we just get audio ones. It's not a big deal. Those don't really do anything.
Right.
And we're very careful even with those because, you know, we try and abide by the community guidelines. But, you know, I was always worried, and I thought, oh, man, YouTube's really strict. But with the bans that they hand out on Twitch, I'm like, man, I'm glad we're on YouTube and not there. Like,
I think what happened with Twitch, because you used to be able to do a lot more on Twitch, right? Like music wise, there was no copyright or content stuff with music.
Yeah.
So I would even have like little buttons where would something happen, I'd play like a 10-second clip of a song.
Yeah.
Because like
did they come down on you now for that?
Well, I stopped because I kind of pay attention to new guidelines.
Yeah.
And apparently people doing those clips like that, what they would do at first would be they would mute your stream.
Oh.
So they had something in place like YouTube does, some computer
or something.
that would detect that you played something that was copyright, and they would mute the stream for a while. It wouldn't just do that. Like I found that its ability to just clip that out was not enough. You might play 30 seconds and get clipped for 5 minutes or something. Right?
Oh, really?
And realistically, how many people actually watch VODs though? You know, the video on demand, the after the fact. People are watching live, so they don't clip that.
No.
It's live. They clip the VOD.
Exactly.
The video after the fact. And so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But that's kind of how it started. And they were a lot heavier on there than they were on YouTube. But things got out of control on Twitch. Yeah. And I think they had to come down hard like that.
I don't know, man. It's just, I'm not part of it. I don't get involved. Dude, am I not able to? Oh, I already own this.
I don't pay attention to this stuff, but I do hear it. But it's like things in real life. Like, okay, so in life, you could just go on your blissfully ignorant way and be fine, which is what I do. It's not sweeping things under the rug. You just do your thing, right?
Yeah.
But then if you want to engage, like, back when Twitter was like super popular.
Yeah.
Right? We would be on there and we'd be like
engaging with everyone.
And reading and checking tweets and all this stuff. And it's like all of a sudden you read about something that happened and then you're in it. You're knee deep in this thing, right?
Yeah, I tried to.
Well, it's the same thing with Twitch, that if you don't pay attention to that stuff, you're not missing anything.
No,
it's not like
drama.
High school. Like, oh my God, I missed one day, so now all the drama's about me. Everyone's talking bad about me because I wasn't here for that. It's you're not gonna miss anything.
I've just never been one of the drama sort of people. I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. Like I saw, for instance, I find some of it's disgusting. Like the Queen Elizabeth recently passed away.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw an article on my phone, like
Yeah.
where they give you those article feeds, and it said best and worst dressed at the funeral. I'm like, how distasteful, man! Like it doesn't have to be the Queen's or anything, but like, who does that? You're doing the best dressed at a funeral? Like,
yeah.
Is there no line that people would for drama? I'm just like, wow, that's just gross, man.
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how you feel about that, but I just seemed weird.
No, I understand what you're saying. That it's whack. It's like all bets are off with.
Yeah.
I just want views or money or whatever that entails.
Clicks, whatever it is. Yeah.
And I'm gonna do or say or talk about whatever topic I can. And it's almost like remember shock jocks? Remember like what's his name
Howard
back in
Stern.
Howard Stern back in the day?
Yeah.
The king of shock jocks, right? And that's it made him super popular. It laid down the schematic for everybody else to say, look,
shock.
If I just am Joe Nice Guy or Jenny Nice person, and I'm not going to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah,
it's just like for us, there's a perfect example.
No such thing.
We
as
don't
bad
use bad
publicity.
language.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't. You guys don't think that in life when we're together that we're not dropping F-bombs left and right?
Oh gosh darn it! I just hammered my finger.
Oh shucks! Hey, I just stubbed my toe. Darn it!
Yeah.
That's not what we do.
Do it for reasons because business. It doesn't make
professionalism.
Sense. Yeah, and professionalism.
But that's one of the things that people do on YouTube. Shock value of just like you're just with your friends at the bar or something.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that do go on. Sometimes you don't even think about them because you're like, wow, I never really thought of it that way,
This door is magically open?
Yeah, you got to fill all these thingies.
All of them?
Yes, sir.
But there was one we were filling in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll fill as they run by it.
Oh.
So you got to find these fillers.
Damn, dude, these guys are fast. They're all over the place. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Anyway, that wasn't even a topic I had planned, but it irked me when I was reading. I was like, oh man, maybe it's getting sick, maybe it's going downhill. I don't know. Is it getting better? Are they getting more professional? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that the majority of things is still what it was like designed or the intention.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No. And I think they've done some improvements. I think a lot of people are happy with it. And obviously, a lot of gamers still see a tremendous amount of success on there. Some of the really big.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Seems an exhausting full-time job though, dude. Like you don't stream, you don't make money.
Well,
and
like
people
what we do for YouTube, you would have to, if you wanted to be a streamer, right?
Yeah.
You would need to stream 4 to 8 hours a day every day, maybe taking 1 or 2 days off a week.
Yeah.
And then that's how you grow. Now for me, I'm the exact opposite. I only stream twice a week for 2 hours. Yeah, but it's a thing. And
it's more of a connection. You're connecting to your fans and stuff.
It's your favorite show that you watch once a week. Whatever, maybe it's that one series that's been running for 8 years or something that you just like. Yeah, and I have time to check in, or maybe I haven't been there in a month and I check in. It's something familiar. You show up, you're like, oh man, yeah, I need to find time to get here.
Here on this side here, dude. There's a gargoyle right in there. Yeah. Don't get that. Get those.
How about this?
Oh, nice. Hey, you got me mule, dude.
There you go.
I'm gonna hit the box actually. Don't kill the last dudes.
Do it.
So anyway, that unintentional
segment,
but it was just interesting for me. Oh man, there's another one to fill by Jug, by the way.
Do it. Did we start this off with the original segment or no?
No.
Okay.
I wanted. Oh, nice. You've been getting this one way more often than I have. I haven't had these in a long time. The GKZs.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
you'll never go down now.
Don't curse me. All right. So what I actually, and this one's not a really big one. It's not like we're going to talk about it. I was just kind of excited about it because I'm a monstrous fan.
Yeah.
There's a new upcoming Dune open world like MMO game coming.
And he said Dune, not Doom.
Yeah, Dune, Dune, like the sci-fi movie from, what is it, David Lynch or whatever, the original author.
Yeah.
So I've seen I don't know if anyone else, there's a recent movie came out last year. It was a remake of basically the same movie that came out in 1984, which didn't get the greatest. It's more of a kind of cult following. Yeah, it's not the greatest. But the reason why it's also not the greatest, besides the special effects and stuff, is it was trying to tell an ultra complicated story in too short of a time.
Oh,
like the Dune series of books, like they're encyclopedias of them. Like there's so many of them. It's such a complicated universe. But even though it was kind of all compressed into one video, I really liked it. It was one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. I've seen it a million times, maybe not a million, but a lot. Oh, shoot.
I may not have seen it once. Okay.
Yeah, I really like. But the remake you might like. The original dude, one of the main bad guys was Sting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the main hero, whatever, Paul Atreides or Muad'Dib, he was played by the dude from Twin Peaks with.
Do you feel this one over here?
Yes, Kyle MacLachlan or whatever his name is. You know Twin Peaks? You remember Twin Peaks?
Yeah, no, I know Kyle MacLachlan. Yeah.
So he played Muad'Dib.
That's the guy, like the main character, right?
Yeah, he's the main character, and then Patrick Stewart was also in there. You know, Star Trek guy who plays in Family Guy. That guy.
Yeah, you got to go back down the escalator right and hang a quick left. That's where the last one is.
What's the last one? Oh shoot, dude.
Filler.
Ah, you'll never
go. You'll never go down with those
dude,
GKZs.
You didn't curse me. Can you get me?
Yeah, maybe.
Not maybe.
Well, there's a lot of dudes here.
Anyway, there's no release date on it yet, so I don't.
But it's like going to be an MMO type of thing, right?
Yeah, and again, it's a CGI rendered trailer, but oh, dude, when I watched it, because I'm such a big fan, I got goosebumps. I'm like, oh my god, this is something that I'm like really excited for. Really excited for. Like, I love that series so much. I'm like, and it's an open world survival, so I'm hoping if it's not complete crap,
yeah,
that you and I might be able to play it sometime.
Okay.
But I mean, it's pending, you know, how it is, because I don't know. Have we ever even played like something like an MMO? I don't know.
Well, the only thing that would have been close to it is Fallout 76.
Okay.
And you weren't.
You're not instilling great confidence in.
You weren't the biggest fan of that.
Oh, I lost my GKZs, dude.
Oh, you had Mule. Too bad.
Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. There's no. I mean, it could be forever before. Did I get this? Why didn't it let me buy it?
3,000.
What? I have 3,000.
Do you though?
Yeah. 6, don't I? Yeah.
Whip out those GKZs. You'll never
I don't
go down
have
with
them.
those.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, I got it finally. Wow. Yeah, can we just slow it down here for a second?
Sure.
Hey, Widows. Sweet. We got to go down. Oh, there's another one.
There's one here and there's one downstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I know you have never seen it, but I think you'd like it. I would highly recommend you watch the updated one because it's cleaner, and basically what they crammed in 2.5 hours, or just over 2 hours rather, in the first one.
Yeah.
They've split into 2 parts, both 2.5 hours long.
Okay.
So, like, that should tell you how complicated the story was and why a lot of people kind of were lost watching the first one.
Right. Yeah, it was something like that, like a saga, man. You need a lot of time.
Ow!
To tell that story,
yeah,
and it's much harder on in a movie than it is in books. And
like I don't need it because I've seen it so many times. Like, I already know all the ins and outs. I haven't read the books, which, you know, obviously huge fans probably already have. But they're, like I said, they're really complicated and really big. They were written a long time ago as well. But anyway, I was kind of excited, and I don't know. I've got it. I've on the wait list to play the beta, and it's on the wish list. So when it drops,
oh, nice.
I'll I'll take a look at it. But
yeah,
even if we don't play it here, I'm probably, just because I'm a huge fan, I may end up playing it anyway. Because of all the...
Yeah, well, hey, I have games that I play because we love gaming, right? And it's not often that we get to play something just for ourselves, right? You're just, you're like, maybe it's late on a Sunday or Saturday night, and instead of watching TV or something, you hop on your game, and you just play and kind of get lost. That's what I love about Fallout, right? So it's
yeah.
And
kind of a chill, like you could chill.
Well, I didn't so much like Fallout 76, but like we were talking about in the first segment, Fallout 76 was just another version of Fallout for me. I got to play it
like
as
in the Fallout universe, right? In that bit of idea.
But Fallout, you just can get lost in there.
Yeah.
And you're in your own world. You could do whatever you want. You could build wherever you want. You could use whatever guns. You could jump whatever faction.
And that's what I'm excited about. That exactly what you're talking about is why. Like, and I forget, someone asked, but they were like, "Oh, does it follow the the story of it?" I'm like, "Well, I don't want it to follow the story because I want it to be my story. I want it to be my story in the Dune universe. Make it familiar, but I want to write a new story in there. I want to be that character. So that's my response. I hope it isn't like that. I don't know. Any of you guys fans of Dune? Any of you seen Dune?
I'm sure there's fans of Dune.
Yeah,
but it is definitely a one of those cult classic thingies,
Yeah, the new one, I think the second part's not coming out till next year, I believe. But the new one, like on IMDb's got like an 8 point something, but the original's like 6 or 6 point something. It's not like oh my god, it was amazing. Dude, do we have that filled? Do we have any others to fill?
Oh, we'll check around.
Ow!
How's it going?
I'll just keep getting owned.
Dune. I'm trying to think if there's any movie things that I would like to see made into a game. I think I would like to see games made into a movie. Like I'd love to see a Fallout movie.
Oh, that actually might work. There's a lot
like legit, like not some hack.
It'd be better than a movie with Fallout though, just
here.
because of the nature of the games. Is more of like a Game of Thrones continuous series style, because you'd want to be able to draw that out. You know
it's funny you say that. There's currently a Halo thing going on Amazon Prime.
Oh, really?
And episode 1, they just did the first season, and I think it's only about 7 episodes long.
Yeah.
So episode 1 was pretty good, right? They're on a planet. They get attacked by the, and I'm not into the names. I don't know the names, but the alien race that the Master Chief fights. They're attacking this mining outpost, and then Master Chief and them come in and launch out. They land from their ships, and they're fighting these guys.
When did this come out? Like just this year?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Some of my friends who are big Halo people, they're like, nah, I don't like the look of it. And
oh,
like,
really?
Nah. Well, that's before it released, right?
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, well, it could be good. It could be a little, spend some time in here watching this.
Maybe
after the first episode.
Right here,
what? There's one in there.
Yeah.
After the first episode, it went all like relationships and Master Chief's feelings, and they kidnapped me as a kid, and I'm like, what the actual deuce is this malarkey? Right?
Yeah.
I think you have to shoot all the birds to open that now.
What?
That just unlocked the ending.
Oh. Well, okay.
But yeah, so it turned into that. So when I say I'd like to see a Fallout game, not one where you tell me about the feelings of the character.
Like there's got to be a good story to it, right?
I want to see him surviving. I want to see him fighting, a death claw. I want to see him fighting that giant troll who's swinging a fire hydrant that he pulled out of the ground.
Yeah.
I want to see bandits in the refinery that you're trying to go get all the good loot and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I need to see if you make a movie out of my video game.
I think Fallout would be actually pretty solid. And I'm not even truthfully, I'm not the biggest fan of the game series, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate the settings and everything, and I can see the potential that sort of game and that universe and the lore or whatever would provide to a series. Like, you could easily make that into a very entertaining series. You know what I mean?
Easily. And I think that producers and directors and writers, they're always searching for some kind of content, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, well,
Look
hey,
to
wait
us
a
nerdy
minute.
gamers.
There's some content out there in video games, right? And maybe it's maybe it's a thing where it's content copyrighted or the money is not there for it. But I think
or they think it's not. Dude, there's enough gamers. We should be able to easily make that work.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, segment 3 starts us off in the world of The Simpsons.
The Simpsons, dude. This one, we haven't played this one in a long time, though, eh? Oh. So, I want to talk about one of the, if not the most anticipated games.
Timed.
Oh no, is it?
Yeah.
Non-stop. What was that? Is that? Oh, that's our. So loud. I want to talk about probably the most anticipated game coming in 2022. Do you want to care to take a guess?
2022 or 2023?
No, this year. Still this year.
Sons of the Forest.
No, that's coming out in 2023 now.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah, shocking. It's God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that wasn't even crossing my minds.
No. So that one there, I know there's been other ones like Elden Ring has done, right now is the best selling for 2022, but I'm talking about not released yet. And even though Elden Ring was coming out, I still believe that Ragnarok was probably more highly anticipated. Dude, this is absolutely insane in here already.
Oops.
Oh no,
I went in for that double. Don't get that perk without me.
I gotta try and get you up.
There's an insta kill over there.
Oh shoot, yeah. Dude, I'm gonna get you up because you gotta get that perk bottle. Oh, what? Oh no, you didn't get it!
I got it.
Dude.
I had to jump for it, man.
Failage. We gotta get out of here, dude.
I went in for that double points into just a group.
Open here. So yeah, Ragnarok, nice. Dude. Now,
so Ragnarok.
You played the previous one, the 2018 one.
A little background on that, right? So yeah. I never played a God of War game, even though we both were PlayStation dudes, right?
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
And I never played God of War. Now, what I've done over the past, say, 5 years or so.
Here, kill him over here so we can fill this chachi.
Okay. Over the last 5 years is I've tried to expand my genre of gaming, right?
Yeah.
Not to just say, oh, well, that's not my thing.
That's not what I play.
Right.
That's not what I do.
And that was probably one of the first games where I kind of adopted that mentality.
Right.
So I went ahead and got it.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a learning curve, right? For me.
Yeah.
If you haven't played those types of games, like what really reminds me of is a game like, I want to say Demon Souls or something like that, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain way you need to play those games, right?
Oh, shoot, that's 5,000.
Whatever you call them, hack and slash.
Yeah.
There's a way to do things. You gotta go in and you can't just spam buttons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
and it's very puzzly. There's a lot of puzzled aspects to that game.
Yeah. But I tell you what, it took me a little while to get used to the game mechanics.
Yep.
But once I did, I fell into the story. I thought the story was really good. It had the main character, right? And then his son.
That's why I think it won like Game of the Year and why it's so coveted is the story, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the hack and slash. Like, no one's like, oh man, it's the best ever, And I'm not saying it was terrible or anything, but it's definitely the story that sold that thing and why people loved it so much.
Yeah.
But what you may not know, jeez, oh, did you open this up? Is there a weapon?
I did.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
16.
I don't know what that is, but I'll grab it.
That shotgun that spins.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that one. Dot, 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 dot. Get out of here. Oh, and the reloads forever, you mean?
Yep. Almost as bad as this KRM that I've got.
Dude. Why? So it won, like, I was looking at ratings just, to look it up and everything and see how well it did. Dude, that game crushed. If it didn't get, like, a 10 out of 10, it would be, like, 9.5, 9.6. Like, absolutely perfect ratings across.
Right.
And it released one of the first times, because Sony's starting to release some of their games on PC, so it's in Steam now.
Right.
It released it in January. I think it was January. Here, you want this? It released it in January, and it has a 96% approval. They sold over 2 million in 2 months. 2 million copies in 2 months.
Right.
So it is their best-selling God of War, and obviously, we're not talking about Call of Duty games, which always do well, but it sold over 20 million easily, and that is like crazy high for that series. And unlike yourself, though, I'm gonna share a very unpopular opinion. I stopped playing God of War, and I was playing it on the PlayStation, like the original. There was a part, and it was probably early on, and maybe I should have just went through it.
Yeah.
But there was the part where you were kind of using the boat to go back and forth in the lake, and you're telling the stories. Dude, that part, I don't know if it bored me or something, but I stopped. I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore, and I stopped playing. It was like, I like the puzzle parts, I like the action, and I was like, and I never finished it.
Really?
Now,
so that boat part, it opens you up to find things like to make your character stronger, right?
Yeah. A build up and stuff.
I'm all about the loot.
Yeah. And I know, if I was told even by my oldest son, who absolutely loves that game as well, like it's one of his, if not his absolute favorite. Yeah. And he's like, you should have just pushed through because it gets really good. And I'm like, I know, but I'm not going back to it now. And unlike yourself, I played God of War from the very beginning. From like basically, I believe it was 2005 or something. Oh,
so you were a God of War player.
Dude, I played every single God of War that ever came out. From like, I believe it was the PlayStation 2 or whatever, 2005. I still play some God of War when I go up to the cottage, because we have a PS2 up there, and we have the God of Wars there. And and I loved it. I loved that game. So of all games for me not to enjoy, was basically the most highly regarded one ever.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, there's so many here, dude.
Yeah.
So I gotta open something up.
I opened the 5,000.
Yeah. How much is this one?
I don't know, I just need to get some perks and some guns.
Oh, well here, 65,000. How about that?
6,500?
Or 6,500. Yeah. I'm just inflating it. I'm exaggerating like you do. So yeah, I mean, I've been a long time fan, and of all things, I didn't play that one. So I think, I mean, are you planning on playing the Ragnarok?
Yeah, I think so. Because
I mean, eventually, you maybe not right off the
I'm remembering the God of War playthrough. It was one of those games that wasn't just fun. It was very challenging. It was taxing.
Yeah,
it was
draining.
I felt like I needed to do well to, like, if I want people to watch me play this, I can't just be the goofball that keeps getting killed. I actually have to be God of War. I need to own faces.
Yeah.
And that was taxing for me, at least from what I could remember.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the same way why we don't play Call of Duty multiplayer. We know that it's a competitive game, and because we've kind of lost our edge over the years, we can't just be Dumb and Dumber. We can't be Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, we can't just be goofy and lose.
We have to own. We have to do well. I'm not saying we have to be like MLG, because we're not MLG. But hey, did you find anything good over there?
No, we need to find some stuff.
But neither you nor I want to play multiplayer and end up at the bottom of it, even if we're laughing. Ha ha ha! That was fun.
Yeah.
Now that being said, I had a blast I know I'm digressing a little bit from it, but I had a blast playing Black Ops 2 with you, and we did not take that seriously.
Yeah.
We were goofing around half the time. Remember, we were up on like some of those ledges, putting trophy systems and just laughing because no one could come up, and they kept on throwing grenades.
But what we were doing, we were winning and dominating.
Yeah. We would end up top of the leaderboard, but by shenanigans.
Yeah, and that was super fun.
And it was fun, but not knowing any of that stuff in the new one, I don't know if we can do that. So I don't know, but anyway, I don't know if you guys are looking forward to it. I have a feeling that this Ragnarok, from all the trailers I've seen and everything that I know about that, I got a feeling that game is going to crush and is gonna be game of the year possibly, even though it's not even out. Like, people just, the story is so solid on that game. Like, I just don't see how it's gonna fail based on what they're doing. I think it's a Santa Monica Studios or something like that.
Yeah, it's also one of those games that, me thinking from a YouTube sense, it's one of those games that people like to play.
Yeah.
Not necessarily watch.
Oh, to watch. Yeah.
Now, it's not so true with that one. I think that the God of War did pretty good. But again, you have to be good, right? You can't just be flubbing it.
No,
you need to open all these buildings like I've been opening.
I just opened up.
You find any perks? I need some perks.
Yeah. Not a good one though. It's a blue. I can't remember. Hey, wasn't Jug down over this way? Oh no, that's the ending. That's the ending.
What was that thing in where the box is behind that?
I don't remember, dude.
Open things, man. Give me some good stuff. I had 16,000 opening. Now I have 7.
You have more than 2.5 times my.
Is that what it is? So what do you guys think? Like, where are you guys at on the whole God of War thing?
Are you looking forward to? Yeah, did you guys play the original, the 18? Did you like it? Are you any long-term God of War fans like myself?
I always wondered what real God of War fans, what they thought of it.
Yeah. Well, they changed it because the original ones were kind of well known for quick time events. Which is, press X now, then circle, and if you mistimed it, it would reset or kill you, and you wouldn't get the bonus, like that sort of stuff. But I thought they trimmed it out or drastically took it down in the one that you played, the 2018 version. I think they that was the first one where they didn't focus so heavily on that. Did you find Jug anywhere, dude? I really need Jug.
No.
Are you lying to me?
No, I haven't. I'm buying Double Tap right now.
All right, well, I'm gonna get that then.
I just linked a pad, found a part.
Oh, yeah. All right, so last thing I'm going to bring up on this one, be civilized when we talk about this. We don't want to be getting all crazy in the comments, but it is kind of funny.
Was this topical more than anything?
Well, this one's to do with the PUBG. Do you remember me telling? Oh, no, dude, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down.
You'll never go down.
No, I will go down.
No, you'll never go down.
Oh, no. And now I got rip.
Whatever you do, don't go down.
Please kill. Oh, no.
The box is right here.
Oh, no. Really red. Oh, anyway.
The box is over here.
I just read an article, like, yesterday. Whoa, where are you?
I'm at the box. I found the box finally.
I read an article yesterday, and this was the headline. Taliban bans PUBG for being too violent.
What?
So apparently in the next 3 months, the Taliban are banning PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds because they feel it's too violent and misleading youth. I'm like, is it April Fool's? Like, what's going on here? And the only reason why they became aware of it was because it was so popular in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
That, and maybe it's not a big deal here, but there were bouts of over 100,000 players concurrently playing it, and it would, because their mobile networks are not like amazeballs.
I'm surprised they have internet at all.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I mean, their infrastructure's not so solid.
Exactly, and it would put a massive strain, and communications were going down. They're like, what the hell's going on? And then all of a sudden they're like, well, it's this game that released, and then they looked into it and they're like, no, it's corrupting our youth, it's promoting too much violence, and it's misleading the youth. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, is this real? Is someone writing this as a joke? But it's not. They're legit. They're legit banning it.
But there's obviously been a war there for 20 years.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Taliban, didn't they stone women to death for trying to go to school?
Which was, well, yeah. And although they're saying it, see, that's kind of the funny thing is they're saying this, right, in the next 3 months. And, they made a lot of promises, which, all governments do and groups do, after they took the country back or was given the country back or whatever. I guess they took it back, but they said, well, we're doing a lot of reforms. We're changing this. We're going to be more progressive, blah, 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 blah. And then I kid you not, 1 month ago, there were some women protesters, again, exactly what you're talking about, protesting their right to be treated equally and to have a right to education.
Right.
So nothing crazy. Like, they just want to go to school.
Like normal stuff, right?
And and they were basically shoot off the street, but not just shoot. They were shoot off the street with AKs.
What?
So they were shooting them. They weren't shooting at them, but they were shooting into the air. And I'm like, you don't think that's not promoting violence? Like, the way that you deal with people wanting an education, despite you saying that you're going to make changes, you basically disperse them with AKs and friggin' being like extremely aggressive with them. All they want is an education. I'm like, wow, like, that's why when I read the article, I was like, is this for real? Like, are they actually serious?
That's crazy. If you think about either the United States or even in Canada, if someone's having a protest in a street, right? Yeah. And then the cops come and maybe they make a couple of arrests and they're handcuffing people lose their junk, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if the cops came out in the street and started firing M4s into the air to disperse the crowd.
Well, yeah, you say imagine, though, and I don't want to get it all crazed up, but look no further than the 50s, though, dude. I mean, that's exactly what they did with the Black Rights Movement, water cannons and all that. I know it's not something we think about because we're not in those times, but, it wasn't too long ago that we did the same kind of crazy stupidity, you know what I mean? And not just the U.S., but in a lot of places.
There was a lot of stupidity going on.
We hopefully progress. I mean, we're not where we should be yet as a society. I think that, at least, but we're getting way better. If you look at it comparatively, we're not there anymore. But we just assume that the rest of the world is progressing at the same rate we are. But apparently they're not. You look at that stuff there. Something as simple as women getting the right. I mean, that's something we went through with women's right to vote back, I don't know, 100 years ago, maybe. Was it there? I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm being ignorant and it's not that long ago, but you know what I'm saying. Like, we progressed, and I just assumed that the rest of the world was progressing, but
but it does, that's part of like teaching history.
Yeah.
And teaching current events. Yeah. Is you never know. Hold on. Let's link this thing. Shoot. Oh no. That was bad.
And I don't think that has anything to do with, well, I mean, it may have some relevance to religion, but a woman's education should not be tied to anyone's religious beliefs. I don't see how that would be even relevant. I don't see how any god or any religion that embraces love and peace and everything would be against women or anyone from an education. You know what I mean? Like, just that topic alone, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
One, to me, it's absolutely ridiculous. But two, if you try and take a step back from it and say, if you want to expand your society, right? Your society is your country and everyone who lives in there. Why would you want any uneducated people? And
exactly. Empower your people, man.
Hey, the first thing I think of when you got some guy saying women shouldn't be able to vote, they shouldn't be able to have education. What are you afraid of?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, what in the heck are you afraid of that you're doing this. That right
don't
there
you
is
love them? Like I don't understand.
It's not just that. It's like, dude, are you afraid that they're going to be smarter than you, which they probably are going to be based off of that.
They want to be treated like cattle.
Like, holy cow, what a coward, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It was just such a weird thing, and
that is a very interesting and strange conversation. That is really weird. You said that, and I'm like, you're joking, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, we hear those topics. We hear, like, even it's a discussion that even around here, a lot of politicians push where violent video games should be banned, right? Like it's not unheard of that expression, but it just seems funnier considering their current status and their being. Oh, dude, I get a part from here.
Oh, you finally found a part after I found 15 of them. I'm just on the quest to find Jug, like, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea, dude. I'm going around like you.
I'm opening everything I find. Here's Widows.
I think I can open this. I opened up to the ending here.
I opened up Duff's.
Oh, we can't leave until we filled all these things. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of I guess a segue to a different related topic is, you know, how do you feel about it? If you guys are watching our channel, maybe you don't really care and you don't have that mentality. Oh, shoot.
Well,
where games promote violence, but there may be some merit.
Look, psychologists would know better. Like, you think you're smart.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk about myself. I think I'm smart. I think I know. I only know how things affect me.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
My upbringing, what my life lessons are. But if you talk to some of these like child psychologists and the good ones, not the ones with an agenda, I'm talking about legit ones. There's some merit to what they say, right? There's some merit in things. And so you just got to keep that in mind, that maybe it doesn't affect you, but it could affect others.
Well,
where you get desensitized. But it's not video games. What desensitizes you more? Television.
TV, movies. Remember not too long ago, I was just going to say, remember there were, like for a number, and I'm still kind of quasi doing that now, where I stopped watching all content and everything that was violent. I stopped watching movies, TV shows, anything with violence or negative or...
Well, about dreams, watching it just before you go to sleep, right?
And so I hadn't watched anything remotely negative, violent, angry, anything that had negative emotions. I was
so basically nothing
shows.
Good. You didn't get to watch anything good. Nothing fun.
You don't like survival stuff?
Oh, I do. Yeah, but no, not really because of the drama.
Yeah. So anyway,
drama.
I stayed away from it for months. So my mind wasn't, other than us playing this, which, it's something, but I would binge watch.
Oh, Jug is over there.
What? Where did you see it?
I have Voltrade.
Over on the other side of that where we haven't opened?
Yep.
Oh, ow!
It's so anyway, in Moe's Tavern.
And then I binged watch. I can't remember what. Oh, not this place. Oh, I just opened up the wrong place.
Moe's.
Damn it.
Oh, no.
I watched. I can't even remember what it was, to be honest. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it was Twilight. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever. You know what I mean? I was watching.
Is that the vampire thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So nothing too crazy, but for multiple days in a row, I had, for the first time since I don't even know when, since I was a kid maybe, I had nightmares. Like
really?
My mind was flooded with bad dreams and related to those shows that I was watching. I mean, I'm not a little 10-year-old. I'm not afraid of the dark. I know reality from fiction, but consuming that stuff when my mind wasn't used to it, and then all of a sudden watching it back to back, like for a few hours, the first night wasn't too bad. And then after the second night, suddenly I was like waking up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm having legit nightmares relating to, it wasn't necessarily the show itself, but relating to what was in it, whether it was vampires, ghouls, zombies, whatever it was. And they were violent, and I was, shook up. I'm like, maybe there is some legitimacy to this, what we play and how it affects our minds, and especially when they're young, like when you guys are younger, like maybe it does have an effect on us. And I started to question, even I was like, that's ridiculous. So I was the same way. I'm like, there's no way. Like, kids that are smart, they can differentiate. But I'm like, well, I couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
why I said I think it's on a person by person basis.
Yeah.
Your experiences and stuff, but I think that not nightmares, but if I'm playing a game or watching a movie and then go to sleep, I'll definitely have more weird dreams, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just the way maybe the human mind works that way.
It was just flooded. So I think there's got to be some sort of merit to it. You know what I mean? Instead of just dismissing it, I was the first one to do that sort of stuff, but I just
when it's like a 75-year-old dude in Washington going, "You young whippersnappers, you can't play these video games," because it's the same thing with like gun rights. When they talk about it, at least have the knowledge of what you're talking about before you start spewing out ridiculous.
I'm going down.
You won't go down. There's no reason. There's no reason for you to ever go down in this. But you know what I mean? I think I feel more, I get more like offended when I see someone talking about something that is passionate to me, and they're so ill and uninformed. There's a dingus right there.
They're just taking something they read or someone told them something, and they're ignoring all the rest of the facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you had one of those before. I tried to get Jug, and it did not work out.
Hey, come down and get this dingus floating in the air.
Oh. Nice. Sweet. That's not a dingus, is it?
Right here.
What is? Oh, it is. Thanks, friend.
You should pack it, too. Pack is up on top of Quickie Mart.
How did you get up there? How do you get up there?
You got to go down there behind Moe's and do the thing, and over here. I can link one of them if you want to link the other one.
I need to get doubles, though.
Do it. It's over there. It's right next to the teleporter.
What about speed? Speed's down the other end here, friend.
I don't know. I got speed for free on that first perk drop.
Ah. Yeah, it's down this way.
Yeah, that's the thing that bugs me, though. Is like, look, I'll listen to your argument if you're informed about the topic you're talking about. If I get some, the biggest one was like, gun laws and things like that, where I have my own feelings. I don't. All these things, gaming. The effects on it. I don't automatically discount their side. I want to hear your argument. But as soon as you start saying stupid stuff, that's it. I am deaf to you.
But it goes both ways. If they're not open to listening to, contradicting information, the way I always say this is you should always be willing to accept the fact that you might be wrong. That's the only way you'll ever find the truth. That's the only way you'll get to the truth, is if you accept the fact that what you think you could be wrong. And that way you're open to new information. You're open to getting different sides, and you'll get closer. Can you throw a monkey so I can get speed? I don't want to go down.
Sure.
Thanks.
Is it over by you over there?
It's right here, at the police station.
There you go.
I'll let you around. But you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like...
Hey, that's why I think that's the first step, though, right? That's why I'm willing to listen to their side. And once in a while, you'll come across someone who's very well informed.
Yep.
They have valid points. And then you can actually have a logical and intelligent conversation and discussion about something you may be passionate about. Obviously, if they've got the info and knowledge, they're going to be passionate about it against your stuff. And those are the coolest ones, right? Because if you open your mind, you're going to learn something. Yeah, if you don't, if you discount everybody, you're never going to learn anything. You're not going to expand.
Hey, where's this thing that I need to
around the back side over there?
Oh, there. Dude, we got another filler here.
Okay, fill her up, Buttercup.
Well,
if you link that, I'll link this one real quick.
Linked.
All right. Go.
Thank you, friend. We're almost at the end here.
We are almost there, you guys. So the beauty of what kind of brought this whole podcast idea up was, we'll play some games. We talked about this a little bit in the beginning. We'll play some maps that are not super exciting, but they're still zombies, right?
Yeah.
But we start having conversations about really crazy things. And I like when we have a topic, but then it segues to something completely different, right?
Yeah, natural.
It reminds you that, hey, wait a minute, I want to talk about you fill that one over there, and I'll fill the two by the ending here.
Roger that. Hopefully those are the last two then, eh?
You don't know.
I don't know.
That's what I like about it, though. It brings up all these other ideas and thoughts.
Yeah, and I hope you guys don't mind, too, because the gameplay isn't really the centerpiece of the whole point of this. You know, I have put, obviously, overlays that you guys will see on this, and maybe some short clips of videos and everything, just so that you can kind of understand and see what we're talking about. Because if you're just seeing this gameplay while we're talking, it can be a little disconnecting. So I wanted to share some of the images and stuff, and hopefully it wasn't too much, but we can fine tune it. Don't forget also, if you guys really like this, I mean, hit the like button. We say that a lot for you, and I know that YouTubers say that, but really, we want to see it. We want to see just how much you guys would like to see more of this if you truly do. And if you don't, then don't hit the like button. Like,
yeah, if we see a video where we're testing something out, trying something, and say, hey, this is the best way for you guys to let us know that you like it besides 10,000 comments.
Yeah.
Then
don't do that because I'm gonna read them all.
If we look at, all right, you guys, everybody, 22,000 comments.
Can you imagine?
Gunn said he reads them all, which he does.
I will.
On now, what you guys don't know is he said, "Oh, I read them at night." No, he's on the toilet.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like his 101.
You got a poo response.
101 dirty limerick joke book is the comment section of You Always Win.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but challenge me. Go ahead, put a comment down. And see if I don't.
If we see a video like this one, and all of a sudden we're like, "Wow, dude, that thing's got 22,000 likes on it." Apparently, it was well received.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Are you okay? Now, the part that I think everyone's going to really enjoy, you know, the gameplay, the talking, the overlays, is the amount of times that Guns has gone down in this while trying to actually play and talk at the same time. That's my favorite part.
Multitasking failage.
It's my favorite part.
Dude, do we have any more of these things?
Just a legitimate question. Did you buy Snail's Pace Slurpee?
I think I did.
You opened the area. It's in that tire section back there.
Yeah, I think I did, dude.
It's a delicious perk.
No, I went down when I had Snail's Pace and Widow's.
How is that even possible?
I'm amazing at going down.
Okay, I just finished the 2 at the end.
I know, we're missing something somewhere.
You're missing something. What'd you do wrong?
Why are you failing? Why are you failing us?
If they're inside the buildings, there could be a million of them.
Okay.
Have you looked? Look around, son. I'm going to look in here.
Hey, look, another piece.
Okay, none in there. We're good there. I got this one in the corner. Any in the bowling alley? None in the bowling alley.
Did you
even open the center to put all these pieces in the center?
I don't know what we could do. I've been checking the backyards to see if there's stuff back there.
Yeah, I'm looking. It doesn't look like they're inside the buildings.
One here by Mule.
All right, you do that one. I'll open the center part here.
Roger.
None
so we hope you guys enjoy it. I mean, if you guys do comment a lot, I can't promise I'll respond to every single one.
He's backpedaling.
What I said is I'll read every single one, which I will, and I'll try to respond to every single one.
Whether it's just a heart.
Yeah, I heart all of them just to show that I read it.
What about when someone goes, I like Guns better than Meaty? Heart. There's some you can't heart, right?
No, I heart that and then I pin it.
Because it would be a very rare occasion to actually find that.
Shut up.
Oh my God, there is 150,000 comments this month, and we found one that said, Meaty's not fun.
Somebody likes me. They really do. All right, we're just going to finish this out, people.
I opened up here.
Stay with us. We're gonna fill this and get the ending, so just bear with us. But
because it is zombies after all.
Yeah. We don't want to
who doesn't like zombies and talking?
And lots
The only thing that would make this better is if we could eat at the same time.
Yeah.
If we could have some good food in here. Oh, delicious.
Man. Oh, okay. I got that. Okay. I got that one. It's still not done, dude.
I got one here I'm working on in the middle.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you would have got it done already.
I just found it. It was an unopened area.
Any others, or is it just one in there?
Just one.
Come on, man. I hope this... No. Dang it, dude. That's not it.
Ooh, that's the Man of War if you want it.
Nope. What I want.
Come on, you can find the last one. It's probably one of the, you checked all these backyards. Oh, this first backyard right here, dude. Lahu Zahir.
Yeah, you are. You could have checked it. What, am I your servant?
Yes.
Well, would you like a coffee then?
I would like a coffee and a bagel, please.
And I promise I won't spit in both.
He spat in his coffee.
No, I made it like a foamy cappuccino. That's what that is. Why is there foam in my coffee? What?
I wouldn't know the difference. I never drink those types of things. I always drink black coffee.
Nope, you don't like foo-foo ones? Hey!
No.
Don't touch me, man.
I watch these people on YouTube that are like dieting and working out and all this stuff. But they every morning they drink their foo-foo coffees. I'm like, hello, that right there?
No,
just
dude, it's not the end
destroyed
either.
your diet.
Come on, let's keep
There's one back in. Did you get the one in by the teleporter?
Yes.
Okay. How about this backyard? None back here?
No.
Keep going. You got to find this, man. I'm counting on you.
What about this one, the thing I opened up over here? Was there one over here?
Possibly.
This little tire yard?
Possibly.
Let me check it out, y'all. No.
I'm in our starting area. We got this one.
What about inside the Springfield Hospital? Did you check?
Check it.
Oh, no, there's one on the side here.
Okay. One to the right side of the spring. Oh, one back here. I got another one.
Okay. Dude, we missed a lot. You suck.
You missed a lot.
You're the one who sucks.
They're
Can
everywhere.
you get max ammo, dude?
I've been getting it.
No, I need another one, though. Please.
Oh, not lately.
Don't mind.
One for each of you. Time for the zombie.
Max ammo.
I like donuts. I haven't had donuts in a long time.
Why? Donuts
I don't know.
Great.
You know those? These aren't really donuts. I mean, they're
Ow!
donuts, but they're not really donuts. You know those little chocolate donuts you get at the gas station?
Oh, yeah.
The little Hostess ones. So I would always get the chocolate ones.
Oh,
now, they make double chocolate. So the cake inside is chocolate, and then it's covered in chocolate. Double chocolate Hostess.
You know what I really like is the ones that usually you get at the fair. The little mini freshly fried ones.
Funnel cakes?
Well, like the mini donuts, but with just with the cinnamon sugar on them. But they're fresh and hot.
Oh, okay.
Like fresh out of the fat.
Nice. Did you know the first donut was made in Greece?
You're such a loser. That's a terrible joke.
Someone right now is looking at their screen going,
what?
I don't get it.
Come on, fill it up. This one gonna fill up?
I just finished mine.
So it's almost done. Did you check for any more?
I'm looking.
Come on. Oh man, there's insta-kill over there. This thing's almost done. Come on, game, we're trying to finish this.
We want to finish you. Is there any in behind there? Did you finish yours yet?
There was two, one on each side. Oh, nice, thanks. Oh, there you go. That's it.
Claim your reward. It's right here. It is a... Oh, it's a PP.
Where are you? Down that way?
Yeah, I switched out my Mark II Pack-a-Punch ray gun for a PP.
Just get the ending, friend. We're
I'm
done.
going. Get your PP at least. Oh, use.
I always have it with me.
True. True dat.
Little fella.
All right, this is going to bring the end to this first test of this little, whatever we call it, Guns Going Down podcast.
You're a jerk.